all, and welcome to another Caffeine Entertainment video. It's Art here with a book review for Nemesis by Jo Nesbo. This is book 4 in the Harry Hula series. It is a Swedish crime novel series. I love Inspector Harry Hula because of he's damaged. He's very much a damaged, beaten, weather-beaten soul. Things get to him, and he's very flawed. He's not perfect in any means. The job consumes him. It eats him alive. It devours him. And even when he solves the crime to his satisfaction, he does not come out unscathed. It leaves him wounded. It leaves him damaged. But that's the bit about the character. Now, Nemesis. Nemesis being, book 4 in the series. It is by far so far that I've read in the series my favorite. I've actually read it on my Kindle and listened to it in Audible. And Thor Nye does a wonderful job. It actually really helps to listen to the series on Audible because the foreign words, the Swedish, the Dutch, the Finnish words that are in the that are in the story, when I come to it, I wait until I hear that section in Audible and I know how to pronounce it. So that's amazing. I recommend wholeheartedly reading these books, but I also recommend wholeheartedly listening to these books because it helps round out and complete the experience. Now, Nemesis is darker because there's always this specter over Harry's shoulder of a loss that happened in a previous book in the series. I believe book 1 or 2, if I'm not mistaken. Either the Bat or Cockroaches. I can't remember exactly which one. I'm not going to say what it was because it will spoil part of the book, and it will certainly spoil that earlier book. But it is the specter that haunts Harry. It is what caused Harry to have a leave of absence from the police force because heavily drinking and just being inebriated and drunk and dealing with alcoholism after that tragic incident that he was eyewitness to and could do nothing about because he got there just a little bit too late. It destroyed him. Matter of fact, they mention in this book, that there are people in the police department that didn't want him to come back. But he's back anyway because of certain people in power are on his side because he's a good case man. He's a good detective. At the end of the day, he's very good at his job. Damaged though he may be, he is damn good at his job. That being said, though, Nemesis is structured almost like a jigsaw puzzle. It's broken into 5 parts. Each part, you get several pieces. Each part has several chapters in that part. But in each part, you get several pieces of the jigsaw puzzle. And the jigsaw puzzle doesn't come into full picture until almost the very end, which is something that American crime thriller novelists, I wish some of them would do. I know people like Jeffrey Deaver and Michael Connelly do it very well. Craig Johnson is more of a character type writer, although his mysteries aren't for the weak at heart either. I will say that this also has, not only does it have the jigsaw puzzle feel to it, but it has the ticking time bomb feel to it, or the ticking clock feel to it. Because it's a race against time, it's a race against the clock, because there are forces working against our protagonist in this book that make this book have an added tension, an added must-get through. Now, I will say it's 689 pages long. It is a chunker, a hunker of a book. Even in Audible, it's 14 hours and 45 minutes, I do believe. So it's a chunker, a hunker of a book. But it is totally worth it. I give Nemesis a full 5 stars. It's kept my, it kept me wanting to go back to it. It kept my attention. It as want as a good book is, it kept me wanting to go back to it and kind of building my day around it. That's how you know you've got a good book. In my scale, it's a buy it, rate it. You could choose whether or not to own it yourself. I own it in Kindle and audio form. I am not going to be giving it back to Audible like I did Desperate Hours, the Star Trek Discovery book. I almost said Destiny. Star Trek Discovery book. I gave that back to Audible and got another book that you will see in an upcoming video here pretty soon. With that said, Star Trek Discovery was book number 4. It went from 14 to 13. Now it goes from 13 to 12. With Nemesis, I'll leave it the number down. 12 more books to read before the end of the year to get to 100, to reach my goal of 100. Will I get there? I don't know. I'm going to do my darndest to get there. Like I said, I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Central, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you know, Saturday the 23rd will be the last video that goes up on that schedule before the holiday break, and Wednesday, January 3rd will be the first video of the new year to go back up on that schedule. Many of my subscribers will tell you I'm very consistent for what I do. Please leave a like and a comment down below if you've read any of the Jo Nesbo Harry Hula novels. Please thumb up the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more. And I'll see you next time. Happy reading and peace.